Just a quick live to say I'm sorry for the last live and hope you people will forgive me. It said to, can I don't know if I'm live or what. Can I rotate it while it's, well, big respect to Celine, first on. Big respect to you. I'm just trying to get gist of how to do this. So big up Joe Artill. And it says that I actually film in portrait. So if I turn it the other way on now, will that mess it the live up? Or will you be able to turn it that way on for on your TVs or whatever you stream it on? I don't know. So I'll just carry on as it is for now because I don't know. I can't pester people at this time of night to ask them either. It's not good, is it? So without further ado, I'll get it on to you. Big respect I Spy Audits, big respect Birmingham Audits, and I'm just trying to jog my memory. I think I've wrote it down somewhere. Oh God, I've got to say a big respect. I've wrote it down and oh God. I'm sorry, mate. This is where my head is at the minute. To Mick, I can't remember. I'm sorry, I forgot your name, mate, again, and I wrote it down. I wanted to get on here and say a big respect to Mick, because you were commenting on Everfort Borstal, mate. I didn't mean to miss your comments, and if you comment now, mate, and I'm going to try hard and see if I can see it coming up. Big respect to Celine again, thank you, and respect to you for your support. Mick, is that Ayers? Mick Ayers, is that? I'm not sure. Oops. You see, I don't know what's that. Oh my God. See, I am actually new to all this. It's, look, oh, what's happening now. Right. I'm sorry, people. I'm just trying to get to this so I can pay respects to you people that have took trouble to come on. I feel stupid not being able to. And I know people think that it's because of the glasses. It's not. Oh my. There was somebody. I'm actually looking for somebody because I feel stupid. I feel really bad that I've come on here and I can't even remember the man's name now. Mick. He's done a lot of jail anyway, and a lot of jails I've been in, and around the same times I was in. So big respect to that man, and I know you'll comment again. Zul Scott, big respect to you. Mart, big respect to you. Birmingham Audits as usual, big respect to you. Joe Ariel. Yes, big respect to you. Craig. RTD, big respect to you again, mate. Thank you. I'm just trying to go through a few. Yeah, there you go. Natty D. Zul Scott. Celine. Jojo. Gaza. 1962. Respect to you. Yes, I'm actually 63, Gaza. Yes, I am. I'm 63, mate. I was started up at 19, my first whack in Strange Ways, 1976. Uh, wow, that what an experience walking up on that centre first time in that 1976. You've got to remember, people, back in these days, they still had straw mattress. And hang on a minute, Adam Riley, big up Arthur Taylor. You from Barnsley, are you, pal? What part of Barnsley are you from? I was brought up down Grimy, me, mate. I was born down Ward Green. Bennett's Motorbikes is actually my family. Bennett's, Frank Bennett was my stepdad. He brought me up from being two. So to me, he was my dad. People know me as, some know me as Knocker Bennett, and some know me as Arthur Bennett. Some know me as Arthur Taylor. I'm the same person. Respect to you all that know me anyway. And yet it is Knocker, mate. And respect to you, Adam Riley. And I know a lot of Rileys, mate, so do you know Col Riley? I'm gonna, I've pressed something and Natty D, I've just seen yours saying, did I know? I'm not sure about that name, mate. Leslie J. Win Stanley. I don't know somebody that gets called Win Stanley, mate. But it might not be the same one. Because his proper name's Stanley as well. Yeah. Mr. Riley, what part of Barnsley are you from though, mate? I know all Barnsley, I know it all round here. I used to be one of the last glass blowers at Wood Brothers at Barnsley. If you'll just bear with me one moment, people. I just want to grab something. Now, I don't know if you can see this, people. Well, yeah, you can, can't you? You can see what I use. I've got some plastic rolls in it. Well, this is one of the last things I ever blew. Hand blow. I was one of the last hand blowers at Wood Brothers at Barnsley, which used to be near the football ground. Where the industrial estate is now, both sides of the road were Wood Brothers. Cudworth. Yeah, mate. Well, my family are from Cudworth as well. Darfield Road. Smack across from Dorothy Hyman's, that estate there, mate. The Smiths that live on that estate. Graham Smith, John Smith. There's actually 13 of us, 13 of them in family. The mother was me. The dad was John. They had a brother, John, who run Grimethorpe Colliery Coalite. He run Grimy Coalite plant. And like I say, I still know people in Cudworth. I used to go to Cudworth Up Nest swimming baths every week, mate. Oh yeah, you're from Home Firth, mate. Nice place. I've been once or twice, but I'm ashamed to say that's only once or twice. But it's funny you should mention that, mate, because I have planned to fetch Son, because he wants to see where that place is. So I am coming to Home Firth. I'm sorry, I'm having... Respect Silver Ghost. Respect to you, and I want to show you something now. I'm going to show you the bottom of that glass I've just shown you, that vase. The bottom, look at it. There you can see it. And anybody with half a brain knows that that end is where the iron was. If I just nip over here, let me just get my mop. I'm sorry, people, because I actually thought I'd rung them up out, but I haven't. So, and mine's actually a galvanised mop bucket, same as prison bucket. Well, this would be the iron, and this vase would be on the iron that way, like that. And then we open that end up and splay all the top like that, all nice and fancy. This now, I'm suggesting would be worth in the region, blown, I would say it must have been, I would say it must have been around, I can't remember the year I worked there, tell you the truth. And I don't want to tell you the wrong date. So I'm not going to tell you the date at all. But there it is, and I think that's pretty nice. And if you could see it, it's like a, I forgot what the actual colour's called. This is what my memory's doing to me at the minute. But there you can see where it's been broke off the iron. I could actually give you the full demonstration, but to me this screen, I can't do it in that screen. Guys are coming over tomorrow to give me an hand to set something up a bit more professional for me, so I can do this a bit better for you. And let me just have a look at this. On newly designed tarn. I'm not sure what you mean by tarn, mate. They don't make them like this anymore, mate. I've just told you, I've actually hand blew this. And I'm talking way back at Wood Brothers. That company don't exist now. Hand blowers don't exist like we did now. We were last commercial hand blowers. Can you just leave it in comments if some sort of demonstration of the process of blowing this glass from start to finish? I don't know how I'm going to do that in the kitchen, but I can do a good description and try to explain it stage by stage. And I'll do that, but I'll only do that if you people have got, if that would be of interest to you. I know it's off my prison talks and all that, but to be honest with you, at the minute, I'm learning this new live bit how to do this, but I want to actually do this while I'm mobile, out and about. I don't want to do them sat in here in my own house. Now, as I've said before, the mask and everything, it's on first to aid my eyes with bright lights. While I've had these on now, since I've started this live, my eyes are relaxing. So I'm actually going to be able to see these messages even better shortly. So if you can just press them likes, because I can see that there's more people in than likes being pressed. So come on, people, I must be worth a press. Even if you're a troll, I must be worth a like, mate. You jump on here and talk crap about me and tell me how bad I am, and you've come on at this time of night to talk to me like that, and aren't one that's bad. I'm actually glad that something happened and I had to turn my earlier live off, because I were actually talking and getting too irate, and I was trying to This is why it's actually good for me to carry on and do my things round prisons and police with Live Free or Marty Blackburn or Sherlock Jones, because they all respect elder people for the same reasons I do. Live Free, as the youngest old school I know, he's got respect, but that's the Galone, that's the Galone in him. His people are big on respect. They've got the great-grandparents with them, some of them. They all sit round the same table and feed out of the same pots. And all toast each other, even the kids. That's how English used to live. That's how we used to live in Fitzwilliam. At the time that retarded lad got set up off Milton Terrace. Anybody that's watching that thinks, oh, this is him that's talking about Fitzwilliam again, well, I'll give you somebody to go and check with if you like. If you doubt me and you're living close by, nip and see Peter Ford. Go see Peter Ford. And a lot of people know and respect Peter Ford. So what I'm saying is, just ask the man and he will tell you. Oh, there, Graham, you can ask him. I'm neglecting people again. You see, this is why I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling back here because I'm trying to see people that I haven't seen before. And Adam Riley. What was that, Adam? Yes, mate, I do prefer old style Barnsley Market. And I mean really old style. I remember sitting on the Pie and Pea caravan. Now then, that's how far back I go, mate. I've got a picture on my phone, but I don't know how to put it up, or I'd put it up for you. I'm going to get Marty Blackburn to show me that for you. And when me and my mum used to go shopping, big respect to Under the Blood Red Sky. Wow. I cannot believe that, mate. Big respect to you for that, because that will go towards my fuel to get out on these audits, and it has just cost me an arm and a leg. Because I had a few quid put away, and then my stepson, his car blew up, and he had a few important missions on already planned. And he does a lot for me. I've only got to say to him, do this and do that, and he does it without question. Admitted I would, if my stepdad give me, or even my proper dad, any dad, give me half of what I give him. And I don't give one without the other, never. They both get equal, and I've never had to lift an hand to either one of them. The stepson's 36 and the stepdaughter is 34. And I see both of them regular. The stepdaughter a couple of times a week when she can get, but she's actually a care nurse. She works in a care home for handicapped people as well. So to me, she's a hero. She is a hero anyway, to me. She keeps two small jobs, one caring at the care home and another one, I forgot where it is, second one. And it still won't enough to keep her, because she's got 3 kiddies of her own. And so she got a job in a pub up road in Conisborough. And she worked in there for a while, but then all this COVID thing, and so even that's been took away. So then I just saw a stepson's car out, and then somebody tried to blag her stepdaughter, slamming on, so she crashed into the back. Fair enough, she is guilty crashing into the back. She must have been too close, or she'd have been managed to stop. That is the law. But we all know it happens. He even said to her at the time, just give me 500 quid, love, it's only minor, and we'll not bother with insurance. But when anything like that happens, before she decides on anything, she rings me. And I told him, I said, look, Cock, you've paid for your insurance all these years, your full comprehensive, your everything. Tell him to do one, you're reporting him for saying what he said. And we'll see what happens then. Am I going on again, mate? Well, there's somebody here, I don't know if it's Take It Mick, saying that I should get my own TV drama. Oh no, I don't think he is Take It Mick. I'm sorry, mate, because I'm not used to trying to talk and pay respect to people as well. So I am really, really sorry for people that I'm missing, because somebody, is that Eve Michelle Vonak? I don't know if I've got that right. This is why, you see, because I know a lot of foreign people, me. I talk to a lot of people everywhere. And I know people from all over the world anyway, because of the life I've led before. I'm a painter, so I know people from that. So everywhere I go, people are recognising me for different things. And now I've got this. And I look for the bad everywhere. So now people are looking and pointing, and I think they've got bad things in mind, and they don't all have that, do they? But that's it. I'm conditioned to look for them things, and I can't help it. I've lived by it all my life. That's why when I say I go fishing, I only fish and catch what I eat. And another thing I'll tell you as well, a lot of travellers will tell you, do not call me a fucking pikey. I'm sorry for swearing, I'm really trying. If you noticed, I am not swearing as much, and I am a lot calmer, although I am saying the same things. So, without further ado, I'll get back onto this for you. And can you please press that like button? I've still got more people watching than likes, so it's not all trolls. I ain't got all trolls, have I? I'm not sat here talking to trolls. If you're a troll, can you press that like button? Oh God, somebody's pressed it. Does that mean you're a troll? Anyway, mate, if you're a troll and you've took trouble to watch me, bless you. That's all I can say. I think I can't really say bless you, because I'm sorry, but at the moment, my beliefs are non-existent. I am actually atheist. I'm not sure what to believe. I don't believe that I am lucky to be on the only inhabited planet that humans can live on, and other creatures can live on, happily ever after. And after all them planets in all them solar systems, it can't be pure luck that I'm on rate one. I'm not having it. It's like when I said there's too much sex in this country and I'm not having it. I'm really not. It won't enter my head. So anybody thinking that I'm some sort of, because somebody's putting naughty women's pictures up and that, and thinking I think that women looking that nice would bother messaging a wrinkled old bloke. They can't be that desperate, surely to God. But I've told people on numerous occasions about the feeling I have like Red Rum has kicked me in the plums 24/7. I'm not kidding about that. And when you listen to me walking about, you can actually hear my right leg dragging. It drags like Quasimodo. I have to put my hand underneath my knee and lift that leg up high enough to put my trousers on. And only if I'm leaning against a wall or sat on edge at bath. That's how bad it is. I can't actually bend and twist enough to cut my toenails. I have to go see my chiropodist, who is absolutely excellent, and he's at Hemsworth. It is Hemsworth Foot Clinic near Pontefract. And the man there is the best foot clinic. Well, I have ingrowing toenails because of the damage to my back and everything, and not being able to twist like you've got to cut your nails properly. I ended up with ingrowing toenails on both big toes, and they were really, really bad because I kept trying to dig it out, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. And in the end, I went in that foot clinic. And I said, I don't know, mate, but look at this. Is there any chance you can fit me in? He said, I can fit you in now. I said, oh, yeah, go on, mate. I said, but can I just tell you first, I am very sensitive with my feet. You're the first person I've let touch my feet. So if I'm jumping, it's not because of pain. It was because of pain as well, because I was in pain. Once that man at Hemsworth Foot Clinic had done my feet, and he'd sanded them down, and he'd put cream on them, and then even put my sock back on for me. I got up and I went to counter to pay him, and it felt like, I've mentioned this to somebody else today, to a lady, and she's actually done the same thing that I'm talking about. The best way she could describe the feeling was, you can wash your own hair 1,000 times, but if you go to an hairdresser's and let an hairdresser do it, and let them dry it and sort it all out, when you come out of that hairdresser's, you might have only had a quick trim, wash and blow dry, and it feels like she's put you a new head on. Your head feels super clean and everything. It feels absolutely perfect. And that's what your feet feel like when that foot clinic's done them. So since then, I go back there every week. Every week. No, I don't go back every week. Every 6 weeks, sorry. And because then that's just when I just start feeling them started to pinch again. So I go there and I let him do them. He files them all down. And like I say, it's like having new feet. I've just noticed something here. I've been looking and thinking, how come there's no comments? I've got to watch this gimbal because I'm keeping it upright, because it told me to put it in portrait. I don't know if I'm even doing this right. If it's wrong way, I'm going to blame Marty Blackburn. Yes, Marty, it was your fault, mate. All right, mate, we'll blame younger member Sherlock Jones's little puppy. Have you seen that puppy's got? And he'll ruin it. He'll let it on settee and he'll do all that, everything he shouldn't. Well, let me tell you, Sherlock Jones, do not think you are doing your dog any favour by giving it sweets and stuff like that. You're not. Oops. That's what was wrong. I should have pressed that thing. Big respect, I Spy Audits. First one I saw, mate. Big respect. The Whip Lady. Big respect to you. Nice to see you. Big respect to, oh my God, Liv, Redpath, oh, hang on. No, sorry. Lee Redpath, big respect to you. Again, thank you. Big respect to I Spy. Big respect not today. Another better Sherlock Jones. Yes, well, I don't know. Big respect, Mags Maggie, if that is Mags Maggie. No, is that just Mags? No, that's not Mags Maggie. I'm sorry, Mags Maggie. I didn't mean to say that. Well, I did, because I thought it was you to tell the truth, but when I look at the picture, it's not. But that I've tried to explain to everybody about eyesight and me trying to catch up on these, because I don't want to miss nobody. I think it's disrespectful. Big respect, Celine. Ray Me, is it? Big respect to you, and a big thumbs up to you, and a big red heart to you as well, mate. How much was what, Celine? Big respect from Steve Mack, and thank you for your comment, mate. Big respect. There's some spot following me around on my screen. And it's actually, I don't know, it might be a fault with his phone. But I actually filmed an aircraft at RAF Whitting on my way back from RAF Lakenheath with Marty Blackburn. And we just stopped on the way back because it's all lit up and everything. And although I didn't think I had long on my phone that I could film, I knew I could get an odd picture. So I pulled up for Marty. He was straight out with his camera like he does. He's red hot with that camera, Marty. He's good with it. He even let me have a go. Trusted me with his camera. Bless him. Well, I actually like that camera of yours, Marty, but as I've said before, when I painted Boots Chemist in Edinburgh, I was a naughty boy then. So what I actually did while I was painting Boots Chemist, oh God, I can't believe I'm going to tell you. Well, I've started, so I'll have to finish. No, I can't. While I was painting Boots Chemist at Edinburgh, as I remember right, as you came out of the shopping centre where Boots Chemist was, sort of at back at shopping centre, where bus station was, at back of the bus station sort of thing, there was this cafe, I can't remember the chap's name, and he used to do greasy fry-ups. I used to love going in there for a greasy fry-up at end of the day. And he used to give us extra, you know, because we were in every day. Big respect, CB. Big respect, Stuart M. Bud Stuff. Jake Away Day. Suffolk Punch, big respect to you. And thank you for commenting. I know you'll have commented on others, mate. And big respect to you, because I know you've followed my channel for quite a while. And when you see names, there is one I haven't seen for a while, and I'm wondering if I've said something that upset her, I'm very sorry, because she commented on my channel a lot and liked everything I was doing at the time. And her name is Anita Patel. Now, I know Anita Patel's son has done a 10 stretch, and I believe he did it in Wakefield, so big respect to that man, because he knows how I don't talk bollocks. And what it is, reason I'm mentioning Anita Patel and her family was because she has even invited me to her home. And I've never been invited anywhere for dinner. And I didn't want to go to her home and disrespect her home in any shape or form. But I would have come for dinner had the offer been open. I'd just have to see you before so I could make sure I did everything respectful. I'm big on respect. Lee Henson, I've just seen your name, mate, and I seem to know that name, Henson. I do know some Hensons. Henson's from Havercroft. Does anybody know? I'll give you an old name from Havercroft. And if you know motorbike racing, you will know this name. Charles Banks. Charles Banks was a friend of mine. Well, we never fell out, so I'd still consider him a friend. And Charles Banks lived up Havercroft, across from another friend of mine called David Hill, who now lives over Barnsley as well. Runs car parts business. He's got a nice property, in fact a beautiful property. And I've known him for a long time, and like I say, he's got a business in Barnsley. I know quite a few people around that area, quite a few, and this is like a second. I can't call it a life because it's not going to last that long. As I've said, I'm sorry people, just 1 second, just bear with me 1 second. Because I have seen two items. Ow. Oh, there you go, my last prop, the mop. Just been whacked round head with it. Right, people, I'm sorry about that, but I don't know how to turn this round. Marty has shown me, but what it is, I've got two items. One's these here. The decorator's shears. These have come off a carpet fitter. This is my second pair I've had off the same carpet fitter. Now a pair of these scissors will last for life. And they're cut right to the tip. So, and because of the flat bottom, They're good for tailors. Tailors use them on tables, cutting materials. And I've got an interesting tale to tell you about my last pair of these. It's a bit gory. So if you're not used to gory, and it isn't right nice, it's not a nice story. But it's a true story, and it's about a friend, what happened to a friend with a mental health issue, a serious mental health issue. Big respect to Suffolk Punch. Like I say, I can't get knack of this here. Big respect to Live Free. Big respect. Ralphie lad. Oh wow, Ralphie lad. Ralphie lad, big respect to you, mate. And I can't say enough. I can't say enough for Ralphie lad, mate. Because that man, right at the beginning, offered to do me an intro. And I actually thought at the time that something weren't right. I thought he were a troll, to tell the truth. So anyway, he ended up doing me an intro, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. He did me an intro and sent it, and I was just cut up because of what I'd been thinking. But that's because all my life I haven't trusted nobody. When None Your Business sent me a gimbal, I couldn't believe it. You can talk to any of the reporters that I know, and they will all tell you, especially Live Free, because I'm just not used to having things given. My stepdad brought me up to a Yorkshireman saying, and that is, hear all, see all, say nought. Hate all, drink all, and pay nought. And if that does out for nought, make sure it's for the sen. All my life I've lived by that, and I'm pretty proud of it. I'm not ashamed of one day that I've served behind door. And a lot of people won't like me saying that, because it looks like I'm condoning crime. But I'm not. Far from it. But what I'd like to say is, what I want you all to think about. You've all mentioned that I'm actually off my box. People know that once I start talking, they are not getting a word in. I actually know people that hang up on me. I have to keep saying to them, are you still there? I'm still here. When I was in prison, whichever prison, it don't matter which prison, if ever you've heard what I'm about to shout, it was me doing the shouting. Because this is my thing. This is my thing. And anybody that's been banged up with me over years, will all tell you, this is what I do. You get to about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you get like a lull in all shouting out at windows. You still have odd one or two, but you can drift off to sleep with just them on. at the beginning, everybody's trying to shout over everybody else, and there's lines getting passed all over the fucking place. Well, because I'm not been drinking all the time, I'm normally flooding gallons of tea down, but it's hard to flood oat down with a mask on, innit? I'm going to stick an all inside. You think I'm joking, don't you? I've actually got one of these filter things on here. See, I don't tell lies. Let me just move this out of the way. Here it is. It's like a filter for a mask. It's got a mask in it, a filter in it, but you can put your own bit of filter in there as well if you want, which is what I'll do. And half the problem with these masks, well, you can't, they stick to your face. So if you put one of these on, you've got that air. So it'll be like Darth Vader. I'm going to put it there, in fact. Smack in the middle. Be like Darth Vader. But I think it'll improve on mask. And one of the worst things about a mask, they're brilliant for keeping your ears and everything warm, you know, especially this weather. You put them up at back and put your hat on top of it, or put it up on top of your hat at back, and it'll stay where you put it. Keep your ears nice and toasty. What I find funny is, to all them police officers, and what they're not right happy about, is people like me who is actually a product of their system. I haven't made myself what I am. They've done it. Because of the mentality of the people then. They believe that now they just said kids have got that ADHD, is it? Where they just naturally seem a bit naughty, you know what I mean? They're just naturally like that. That's it, that's kids, you know what I mean? You've got to let them be kids. I come in here and I sit here and I've had as many as 4 stepkids in here at one bit. Well, actually, step-grandkids. Of all ages. From babies, I've learned kids to walk in this house. I've actually learned them. I've learned 2 of my stepdaughter's kids. Logan, I learned him, I blackmailed him with about, what they call it, a Mars bar. It was about 18 months old. Still shuffling about on his arse. Wasn't even walking about with furniture. And that's because she constantly gave him whatever he wanted and he stuffed it down. So I stood him up and I stood behind him to keep my legs at back of him. And I put a Mars bar in front of him, a couple of steps away. And every time he nearly got to it, I moved it. So anyway, we're getting right towards end at settee. And he shuffled along all the way and she was dead proud on him. And it was one of the big Mars bars, you know what I mean? So I said to her, I said, Claire, listen, I can't, there's nowhere else to move it. One more move and he's going to get this. There's no way I can't not let him have it after all that. I said, I'm going to let him have it. You'll have to take it off him because I can't. Because they get it stuck on the roof of the mouth, don't they, if you're not careful. He never did. Wolf everything down. Well, all her kids have. Couple of months old and she was giving them curries. I couldn't believe it, me. And they've all took to me, that's why she does it. She fetches them over, you know, next thing, They won't leave me alone. The 9-year-old, soon as she gets here, she's got Monk on. And that's because she knows I'll butter her up. I'll butter her up and I'll say, come on, and then she'll go, can we go to the park? And I say, only if you don't run off. She always runs off because she likes me to chase her. But I'm going to get her singing Sausage Song. Just for my own thing. I'm going to put, I think it's you, is it? Oh God, I can't. You see what I'm like with names? I'm not even going to mention it. I'm going to shut up while I can remember names. Same with this Mark. I am not going off this live till I've remembered his name. Or it's at least come up on here so I can mention you, mate. You've been to Everthorpe and all over the place. Same years as I have. Probably Strangeways as well. And I've just noticed this blue thing at bottom. That's why I've got no comments up in it. Wow, I'm thinking everybody's deserted me. Wow. Big respect, Tinkerbell. Big respect, Live Free Army. Big salute to you, boys. Arthur Taylor, reporting for duty, sir. Big respect, General Arthur Taylor, reporting for duty, sir. Respect to all Live Free soldiers. Respect to every one of you. Respect to all my people. And I can't believe, listen, you know when I used to see North, wow. Big respect, North Media. Wow, Rob, are you on here? Really? Or is this other? Oh, there's another one, isn't there? I can't, oh my God. There's that many North Medias. No, there's only one All North Media, isn't there? Rob's All North Media. There is another North one though, isn't there? Paul Sykes is a nonce, really. Well, I've never heard that said, him being a nonce. But I'm not going to say he won't because I don't know. And you shouldn't say he was, unless you know 100% that he was. And don't even say it unless you can prove it, because that's not nice. Not nice at all. Big respect to the master himself. Live Free. Arthur Taylor, reporting for duty, sir. Big respect to you, Master. Live Free. The man himself. I hate it. I think Marty's just messaged me at top. And that's usually because have I done something wrong? Big respect, General Live Free. Sorry, the Master Live Free. I am not sure if my name is Arthur or Martha at the moment, sir. But reporting for duty anyway, sir. The General Arthur Taylor, sir. Wow, I think Live Free's gone a bit overboard. Or is this? No, it can't be a bogus Live Free, can it? There's only one Live Free. Now let's see. Lee Redpath, big respect to you and thank you, mate, for your continued support. Respect Mark Stedman. I have heard that name before. Respect to you, mate. And where have I heard that name? before. Now, big respect, Craig, because I think Craig has been to my house today. And big respect to the man from Bulgaria that paid his respects to Live Free. He actually wants me to go, when he, midsummer probably, he wants me to go over Bulgaria with him and introduce. He actually wants to come out on audits with me. He's a Keep Fit fanatic. And he wants to come out and just follow me about and bodyguard me, he says. I actually think it'd be a good thing because he wants to be an auditor. He came in as proud as punch. He's bought himself a GoPro. He's actually done a couple of videos. I'm not sure if he's used his name yet. Big respect, Celine, again. Thank you for commenting on my channel. And Tinkerbell. There's a black spot flying about on. I'm told that because we filmed the jet at RAF Whitting, big respect, Mark Smith. Do you happen to be related to David Leslie Smith? David Leslie Smith, when I knew him in the early 80s, he was staying over Abercroft, but I believe he's from Nottingley originally. Another Smith that I know from over that way as well is Rocky Smith. But I believe Rocky's locked up. But I don't actually believe what people are telling me he's locked up for. So if he is and people know, could you drop us a comment if it's true what they're saying he's being locked up for? I don't want to say any more than that. And what I forgot to ask everybody about is, what do you reckon to this for a mask? This is the one I was going to put on earlier, but I thought I'd give it an airing. I don't want to be seeing it same. All right, I keep doing something and let me have a look. Hold on. Do you have... well, yes, at the moment I am charged with aggravated trespass. Section 69, I believe, 68 or 63, I believe it is. I'm not sure which. You'll have to check on that. And you really need to check on that because what it is, it's aggravated trespass. And on land deemed private, such as where they're doing the testing sites, the actual line round inside the fences that they're putting up, you can film through the fences, but you can't go beyond the fences. You can walk in, as we did. So I don't know, because the security have lied to them and said that we've actually assaulted them and stopped them working and stopped patients coming in for treatment. And lady actually said customers. So Marty asked her what she meant, what she on about customers. And then I've seen on TV that there's actual people scamming people and having them go for these tests, taking the money and just injecting, well, whatever. Can be anything, can't it? You don't know what's in that syringe. And they're just injecting them with it. It would actually on news, on telly. So it would most likely be a load of crap. But they're talking about scrapping license as well, aren't they? So likes of Live Free going in there and protesting at the building and everything. And what it is, people, I have got far many more in the room than likes. And I can't understand people, if you can take the trouble to sit there and watch, why can't you just press a button? It's not as if it's costing you anything. It is well appreciated, and it shows that your appreciation, doesn't it? At the end of the day, big respect, I Spy, and there's some, hold on. I'm sorry, mate. I can't see the bit above. Big respect, Lee Redpath. I've just tried and had a look and see if I can see any better without the glasses on, and I actually can't. So it is actually my eyesight that's dodgy. So I am having to go and get them, but I'm going to get reaction lenses, anti-scratch, demist, and back in Oakley frames, because I swear by Oakleys. I've always wore Oakleys. You don't even know you've got them on. You can shake your head, even while they're on top of your head and you're bending back, cutting in and everything. Because I've even had them on while I've been. Because if I go outside, that light, I'm like, whoa. I can't angle it for ages, and I'm squinting and all that. But 5 minutes after having these Oakleys on, and I only bought them for fishing, and I found them that they relax my eyes that much. I wear them a lot. Even when I ain't got an hat on, I've got these Oakleys on. But this hat, I know it's pretty perky and it looks pretty neat and that. But it is from 2004, this hat. I catched it off my sister-in-law. She just bought it for herself and were asking me what I thought. Did it look alright? And I told her to lend it me to go to Cream and I'd make it famous. And since then I've had it at a few other raves that I went on. All over the place, Gatecrasher. I used to go to Gatecrasher a lot. I used to go to Bradford a lot. I used to like Bradford though. I can't remember what name of it was. I used to go to Bradford and stay at Bradford while 4 in the morning, Sunday morning. And then I used to jump in car and shoot straight to Sonny's at Chapeltown. And stay in Sonny's on Chapeltown while about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then when you come out of there, you were like that, oh God, get out it like. If one of the other lads were driving home, I loved it, me, because I could just dive straight in boot. I used to get it booted, curl up and just nod off. You're not actually dead out, are you? You're just drifting, aren't you? Catnapping. That's what I seem to be doing a lot of lately, catnapping. Why's my messages keep disappearing? Has everybody gone to bed? Is that what it is? What time are we on? What time on here? Battery power low. How can battery power be low? Well, people, it's saying my battery power's low. So, I'm just trying to think how I'm going to do this one. Well, I want to say a big respect to Live Free, Marty Blackberry, Sherlock Jones, Society X, Youthful Transparency. I haven't forgot you, mate. I was just taking piss. And what do you reckon to this mask anyway, mate? I wish I knew how to turn this off without just having to turn it off. I don't know what to press. Because it's not in middle, is it, that you press? It's not one of these, is it? What's that? Oh, what's that saying? Hey, oh, what's that done? Oh my God, what's that? Let's press this one. Hey, oh, what's that crap? What's crap with this? Oh no, what have I done? Well, I'm going to say big respect to the Whip Lady, Suffolk Punch, Endless Nameless, Celine, Mark Steadman. Mark Steadman. Why is that Steadman ring a bell? You see what I mean? As soon as I saw that name, it took me off track. Lee Redpath, big respect to you, mate. You've been there all night with me. And good respect to everybody. And I've put something to cross bottom on screen of me. And I do, oh God. What's it? Oh, have I muted microphone? Oh my God. What am I doing? I've got loads of pictures across bottom. I don't know what I've done. And my power's dying. Wow, I can't believe this. I'm actually going to try, for laugh, to get this off here. I want to show you this. You see this here? This is MRIs. Yeah, right, people. You'll have to bear with me. I'm going to try. Ooh. And I think I might have successfully. Oh yes. Wow, that was pretty close. That. Now I've got to try and go back on this. Share highlights. What? Oh my God, what's happening? That's why I don't like touching stuff. It's technology. I'm no good with technology. I'm absolutely crap. Live Free reckons he's crap, but no, I don't know what crap is. I'm crap. Even one of my step grandkids says I'm crap all the time. We've got this game called bottle flipping, and you get a bottle of shoot and have a drink out of it, close it back up, and then you've got to hold it by neck and flip it, and it's got to land stood up on bottom. And I've actually got a picture. He's actually landed it on its top. I couldn't believe it. I thought he was going to grab it, and it was wobbling. It looked like it was going to fall over, so he was just trying to stop it falling over. I think me. Oh, what's happening here? I've touched something. Big up, no comment. Big up the Whip Lady. Big up, not today. Big respect, I Spy. And, oh, what's that? Oh, yes, oh, yeah. But I've still got all these pictures across bottom. I don't know what they're supposed to be, me. Yes, I have played Murder Ball. And me and Live Free actually were talking about Murder Ball, but he called it something else. Live Free called it something else, and I told him it was Murder Ball, and he laughed at me. And it's, you'll have two teams, and there might be 10 lads on each side. And they get the medicine ball. I believe medicine ball weighs about 20 kilo. And you've got to throw medicine ball about and score goals with it. And they call it murder ball because whoever's got that ball is getting murdered. But it was a great game. I used to love it. We played it regularly in Everthorpe. We used to play murder ball as like a warm-up before weights. Weights, Jim Screw then was Mr. Rain. He was actually an Olympic judge. And that M1 in Everthorpe, scrubbing it, you had to scrub it on induction. And if you walk, while you're walking down it to dining hall and everything, all lads on way they'd scuff the shoes on floor. And it puts big black marks on floor, all the way to dining hall and all the way back. And they try to do it on patches where there ain't none. So you'll be walking down middle and you've got a screw wing shouting down at you. Get over the side, get over the side. And everybody did it. Black marks up and down, and then inductions, you come out, you had to scrub that, and then go in and do an induction circuit in gym. Wow. You had to do an induction circuit, and they used to have all sorts of exercises on it. Weights, star jumps. So you were doing sit-ups, press-ups, squats, curls, bent over rowing, bench press, press behind neck, pull-ups, jump-ups where you had to put your foot against the wall, wet your backs of your hands and jump up and whack this board up on wall, a blackboard, and it marked where you did on height. And you did that every month. But if you didn't beat your previous time, they knocked your tie back a month. So that way you'd lost a month. Yeah, right, now what it was, when I lived at Fitzwilliam, there were a vigilante crew. They know who I'm talking about. All big hitters from round here. Malpas, just to mention a few. Greek, quite a few local lads. I was surprised they even came to mind. But what happened was they got a bit upset about something. And they'd all gone in local pubs and they were all getting pissed off and decided to come and do me in. So they came round after pub shut. Only fault was they fucked up and went to the wrong house. They went to my brother's house. So my brother was straight up banging them. Yeah, go on, Chris. Well, I'm sorry, people. I'm going to have to hang up because a phone call is... Well, people, I told you that I'm bad with technology. I messed up. I tried to answer a phone call then, and I messed up. I'm trying to hold and balance my phone in my hand. I'm perched up on my kitchen stool, and I'm trying to sort things out. Now, what I'm doing, I'm going to go back to the story I was telling, and it's concerning a team that came to my house at Fitzwilliam. They'd all been out boozing, and crew had got pretty big, and they went stomping round thinking they were coming to my house. So they've gone busting in through back door, shouting and carrying on, and dropped on brother. Well, he won't having none of it. Big respect to everybody that's watching, Natty D and everybody. So they've all come in, busting in, shouting and carrying on. And then brother's up, he's punching them and braying them and everything and knocking them towards back door and throwing them out. And by now they're all outside and he's battling with them outside. So his missus has come out, she's picked Spade up and she's whacking them round Edwick Garden Spade. And one of them at back is shouting, "It's wrong house, it's wrong house. Leave it, boys, leave it. Come on, let's go. It's wrong house." So they've all backed out and done one. So anyway, next day, brother's round at my house shouting and carrying on, saying, "What you fucking been up to? There's crew coming round here, shouting and smashing the way in house and threatening to murder me and all that." I says, "Listen, I'll fucking sort it out, don't worry about that." So we went back round to my house, and at the time I had a lad called John Kelly living at mine. He was living at mine, he's done a lot of jail as well as John. And he would actually with a lass called Tilly. I think he's still with Tilly. She's from over Barnsley way as well. I've known John a long time. And his missus, Tilly, that I'm talking about, Chris, she's actually been in the nick you went to and did your night shift over Flockton. Newhall, is it now? It were old Flockton, DC. Well, anyway, back to this crew. I've told Johnny, my mate, to go around them because he dealt with them. And I told him to tell them that if they fucking got the bottle, to fucking get their ass back later on, I'll be sat waiting for them. And he says, "I can't tell them that. I can't tell them that, mate." So I went out and I went and picked a tool up. I went back to mine and I did it all up and I put it on the kitchen table. I said, "John, have you been and told them cunts? I'm waiting for them." He said, "No." I said, "Well, get fucking gone, John. I'm serious, mate. Tell them I'm sat here in my kitchen waiting for them. They can all come. I'm sat here waiting for them tonight." He says, "Honest, Knock, you can't be doing... Honest, leave it out, mate." I said, "I'm leaving fuck all out, mate. I've got to live here. I'm going to deal with this. Go fucking tell them." So he went. My man were already on phone. "Listen, bring that tool back." I said, "Listen, my man, I've got to sort this out." He said, "Well, come over." I said, "No, mate. I've got to live here when you're gone. I've got to sort it out myself." So anyway, I sat there for 2 days waiting, and they still haven't been. And John come in, he said, "Knock, listen, they ain't got bottle, mate. They're not coming back." I've told him I said, "Have you told them I'm sat here with a fucking tool, John?" He said, "No, have I fuck? They just think you sat here, mate." I said, "Right." So anyway, man had got the tool off, rang me up again and he said, "Bring that tool back." If they'd got any bottle, they'd have been by now. So I said, "All right." So I had an XR 4x4 2.9. Live Free's actually seen the photograph on it on my kitchen table. So has Marty Blackburn and Sherlock Jones, and they can confirm that it's there. The 2.9, the 2.9 XR4 with twin turbo Technics on it. It was actually faster than four-wheel drive Cosworth at the time. And it was on the F-Reg. And what it was, on the F-Reg, it was faster than the four-wheel drive Cosworth. So what Ford did, they governed it on the G-Reg and made it a 2 litre instead of a 2.9 to give that Cosworth back the edge. So anyway, I'm sat there with Tool, blasting sunny day. And to come out to Estate off North View, you had to come through Ginnell. Ginnell's still there, I believe. Same place. So I lived at number 6 North View at the time. So anyway, I put tooling card outside at driver's seat. Still done up. Still loaded. Got in car, put sunroof on, tunes booming out there, you don't shades on. I starts to drive out and I come into the alleyway and drop on. I'm not going to mention names, but I dropped on the crew. And they're coming in through the alley, walking in through the alley. So anyway, I thought I can't just let them walk past because I'd stopped and they'd walk like carrying on walking as if to walk straight up off at Green. A lot of people walked up that way between Milton Terrace and North View. It was a big green area and the people just used to walk up that and go over other estate that way, over back and through Ginnell at top end by Cricket Club. Onto First Avenue and that. But I'm driving out to come off the estate onto Railway Terrace, and it brings you out right at top by where garages used to be. I think there's still some garages there. So I pulled up and I opened, shouted down, "You're supposed to be coming to my house, aren't you, my man?" I don't want to mention names, but he's a big cunt anyway. 6'6" at least as well. So anyway, he went, "You fucking talking to me?" I said, "Yeah, of course I'm fucking talking to you. You've been to my fucking house, supposed to be coming to my house, aren't you? You fucking been at our kids carrying on, you're supposed to be coming to mine, aren't you? I've been waiting for you 2 fucking days." He says, "Who do you think you're fucking talking to?" So he unlocked the door, stepped out of the car and I slammed the fucking shooter down on the door. Boof. I said, "You fucking gonna do what? You'll fucking do what?" So anyway, they all threw their hands up in air, screaming, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." So I pointed fucking Tool at him. I said, "Put your fucking hands down, you fucking muppets. Who the fuck do you think I am? Fucking John Wayne. Put your fucking hands down." They were going, "Whoa, whoa, we don't want none of that." I went, "Fuck off." So they went running off and they were going, "Please, not please." I said, "Please, please, fuck off." So they went running off. So anyway, I was shaking like mad. So I got back in the car and I set off and I shot off with a Tool. I thought, oh my God. What if somebody's filth? So I stuck my boot down. I thought, it's got to go back anyway. There were no police stopping me in that car. They tried numerous times, failed every time. Didn't you, Mr. Stacey? Highway Patrol at the time. PC Stacey, Highway Patrol. He used to drive Volvo. Yeah, mate. Chased me all over in it. T5. Made all sorts of excuses every time I lost him. And I'd be walking up road and he used to pull up at side of me. And he'd say, "As soon as I find it, half of you nicked." So what are you talking about, you muppet? So he'd fuck off. I'll give him his due. He never nicked me. He never tried to set me up. If he didn't catch me, he hadn't caught me. That was it. So anyway, I shot off and took Tull back. I came home and I dropped on one of them. One of the main instigators. He couldn't avoid me. He lived on fucking Railway Terrace. Soon as he saw me, hands up in fucking air. Alright, no, alright, mate. Alright, mate. Alright, mate. Fucking knobhead. Knobhead. Well, anyway, that was when I was a naughty boy. But that's type of character. Half these trolls are trying to wind me up to the stage. That's what I'll do. I'll go and get a fucking tool. But it ain't gonna happen. I ain't getting lifed up for some muppet. They wanna come here, let them fucking come. Simple as. I'll deal with them when they come through the door. Don't worry about that. I'll treat them as a burglar and act accordingly. Big respect, Legal, Natty D, Birmingham Audits, Lee Redpath. I'm sorry, I know I don't remember your names and I ought to do when I've read them out a couple of times. You'd think I would. But you've got to remember I'm 63, my brain's packing in, it's not just starting up. So I am trying, well, you've heard everybody else. Live Free's as bad as me when it's trying to read these. So I know he's sat there at home laughing at me. Big up Society X. Yeah, big up Society X. I know he's out here spying on me, I think, somewhere. He's always watching me back, him, you know. Just when I think he's not there, he's there, he pops up, mate. I'm telling you. I think he's possessed. He seems to know when I'm thinking about him. Same as Youthful Transparency. He's same. He can read me like a book. Watch my Rotherham police station. You'll see Youthful Transparency instigating. Well, I'm going to do them prison audits better. I promise you that. I'm going to do everything better. I'm even going to try pack. Oh, here he is again. Look, see what I mean? There he goes. Society X popping up. He pops up everywhere. Look, big up, respect, Suffolk Punch, Live Free, Society X, Let's Go, Green Tips, and can you come on, please? I've got far too many on and not enough likes. So I keep looking at clock and time and I'm thinking, wow. Wow, I should have loads more likes than that. Big respect to everybody that has took trouble to press it. So, if you're not a troll, can you please press that like button? I might be able to work out. Oh, the whip lady, big respect to you, especially the big whip lady. And I'm sure I saw Rob on. It's not the false Rob, is it? Big respect, Rob. Big respect, the whip lady. Am I really worth all them hearts? If I am, big respect. Ant 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Bunny Ops. Tracy John Tracy. Bunny Ops. Oh yeah, Bunny Ops. Yeah, mate. Yeah, I hated them Bunny Ops, mate. I won't good it out like that. And I had to pick weight training. I thought, fucking hellfire. And then I've dropped on worst, well, what best as it happens. Because he pushed you to the limit, mate. And he used to say to me, Taylor, listen, if you can equal your time last time, I won't take your tie. Because he knew I'd trained that hard, my muscles were, I was muscle bound. I wished I was still what? Yeah. Oh yeah, I've got a few more likes. Thank you very much. Uh, I Ponner summit. Oh, I can't read that, mate. Michael. Oh, definitely can't read your name, mate. Colodigi. No, I can't. I'm insulting you, mate, by trying. And you've put 1, 2, 3, 4 on with all red hearts on, mate. So I can't pronounce your name, mate, but big respect to you for taking the time and trouble to do that, mate. I really appreciate it. Big respect to anybody living in Australia, and big respect to none of your business. Can I say a big hi to my Uncle Reg, who actually lives in Sydney, Australia? I think I've mentioned it before. I won't mind going visiting, actually, Australia. But I'm told that even though I have got a criminal record, because it's been classed as spent, I believe that's right term, for over 10 years, then it's classed as no record. So if that's the case, I might be able to get into Australia. Would I get a refund on my ticket if they refused me entry? Big respect, Celine. Big respect, Green Tips. Gabriel Gray. Oh, I keep touching something because this button's here again. Nicola Fuji. So, I've done about as much time as you, mate. Respect. Respect, so. Because if you have love, you've wasted a lot of your life, same as me. But my excuse is what they did to me in St. Camilla's. It set me head all wrong. I'm only just sorting it out, and that's because it's too late. I'm going to be dead sooner than later. And big respect to the man himself, none of your business. Big respect to you, mate. Wow, I'm buzzing now that I've seen your name come up there, mate. Big respect, none of your business. Big respect, Andy Robert. Is it Andy Robert? Nicola Fujier. I'm sorry, love, I can't pronounce that. Respect, Celine. And I'm sure Live Free's watching, so they've seen that. Respect from Celine, Live Free. Respect, none of your business. Wow, I can't believe I'm seeing you come up on my chats, mate. That is brilliant. Australia's fucked, is it, mate? Yeah, that must be why all these Aussies are coming over here and living on canal boats, mate. I'm going to ask Live Free here to show me how I can send link. Because I'm struggling to find time to go out and see these boat people without restrictions. Because I wanted to talk to them and introduce them to you on their boat. And I'm sure once you look at the chef, they are straight out of the outback, mate. True Aussies, mate. And that's I like them type of people that have been travelled like they have, because that's everything I would have liked to do. They've lived all over Australia. She actually flew into remote villages as well with planes and all that. I can't remember exactly what she did in Australia. We'll find out now. I just need to sort my equipment out. I've had a lot of bad luck. I had a bit of good luck when they didn't take my phone off me. they had the bad luck because I ended up filming them as I was coming out at the police station, and I've actually got on video pushing me out of the police station, literally pushing me out, smashed all my arm in on Dojo. And they did that knowing I'm 63, disabled, and I wasn't making it up because they checked. Sound's gone again. Well, I can't understand what's happening. Just bear with me, people. Just bear with me one moment. That's what it is. Yes, I've caught on what it is, what's happening. What it is, I've got it connected to my earbuds. And I've actually plugged this other gimbal in to try and get this working. But with the phone being connected to the gimbal as well, you're supposed to press something on phone. So it allows the Bluetooth to work, the phone's earbuds and the gimbal. So can somebody just tell me, is me sound back on? Do you know it's like deja vu? Because Chris had all this trouble. Same thing. Is it back on, people? Well, NeoX says, big respect to you. Sound is fine. Thank you, Celine. Well, I've sussed problem out. Lift 3's going to have to show me tomorrow. It's when I've connected gimbal, it disconnected earbuds, and because earbuds are in box, I didn't know that it had actually done that. So I now know what it is that's causing it. So as soon as I see Leaf 3, I can ask him and I'll sort it out. There's a button on phone I need to press and it'll sort it out, so it'll connect to gimbal and the phone. So big respect to people for telling me that. Big respect, Natty D. Big respect, Suffolk Punch, I Spy, NeoX, Lee Redpath, Natalie Langley, Birmingham Audit, Ant1234, Let's Go, Not Today. Big respect to you all. I'm hoping I haven't missed anybody. Big respect to all of the ones that I have missed. And I was thinking about Everthorpe, and in particular Ansel Ramsey, because I was told he's died. Well, big respect to Ansel's family, because I really liked Ansel. I didn't know he'd died. I didn't know he'd died. He was a brilliant lad, in fact. And he actually went over at Wall because his girlfriend were in hospital having baby, and he wanted to be there for birth. So I think it was Ansel that actually instigated escape. But 6 on them went out at I Spy Audits, 17,000 subs today. Well, congratulations, whoever that was. Well, none your business. Big respect to you. Big respect to I Spy Audits for reaching 17,000 subs. That's magnificent, mate. Big respect to Live Free. 17,000 subs. Wow. Yeah, that's good. That. I can remember when I first started, I had 10 videos up and I didn't even have one comment. Not one comment. That one, and like I say, I'd put about. By the time I'd got to see Leaf Free, that's how many I had up, about at least 10, and not one comment. He couldn't believe it. So anyway, he sorted it out, and I'd done a few things wrong, and that's all I needed, guidance. And he's continued to guide me, and I respect him. Yes, I was in Thorpe Arch. On quite a few occasions, I was in Thorpe Arch. That was main remand centre for YPs. Before it became part of prison. It's actually the same building. It looks grotty as hell. I actually did an audit there. I was shocked how bad it looks. It looks terrible. It was terrible anyway. It's, when I seem to remember when I was in Thorpe Arch last, there were actually a lad small enough to squeeze through the squares. It was a crickle window with squares in. And he actually could squeeze through one of the squares. That's how small and skinny he was. And he used to run between wings, passing stuff. Mad as hell. I couldn't believe it, me. It was a cruel place, that. But it was all Borstal boys and that, you know what I mean? And that's what type of place it was. I'm going to give it Borstal Boy a rhyme because I think I said it wrong last time. So if I don't get any likes after this Borstal Boy rhyme, so here we go. Without further ado, I'll bring it to you. Ghost Adventures from Cornwall. Big respect to you. I'm coming down that way, mate. So this is how it goes. The Borstal Boy came home one day to find his love had gone away. He thought he knew the reason why she'd left him for another guy. Then one night, just by chance, he met her at a local dance. Sorry for words were spoken strong as he asked her what he had done wrong. She said, if you had led an honest life, I could have been your darling wife. But since you chose the life of crime, go back to Borstal and do your time. His ex-girlfriend began to cry as she led her new boyfriend by her side. The Borstal Boy was rather drunk, and with one punch, out went that cunt. The coppers came, they were soon on the floor, as the Borstal Boy slipped out of the door. His ex-girlfriend knew he wouldn't be back, as he headed for the railroad track. The train came, the whistle blew, the coppers stopped, I guess they knew. The Borstal Boy lay on the ground, and out of his lips came this dying sound. Now dig my grave and dig it deep, and place white lilies upon my feet. So they dug his grave and dug it deep, and placed white lilies upon his feet. And on his chest they placed a dove to show the world he'd died for love. So all you fair maidens, bear this in mind. The Borstal Boy is hard to find. So if you find one good and true, Don't exchange him for someone new. Soldiers salute, sailors ahoy, but there's none as good as a Borstal boy. Then there were another one. The Borstal boy came home one night to find his house without a light. He went into his girlfriend's room and found her hanging in the gloom. And that goes on pretty much same as the other one. But and then there were another one, and a lad used to sing it out at window every night. And it went like this. I'm going to try and remember it. It was, I'm going to mention the Borstal breakout shortly. For people that didn't hear last time or not bothered to watch my last video. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring it on to you and talk about the Borstal breakout, because it seems to keep coming up, Borstal breakout. Now, what it was the second whack of Borstal, and I was David T-Boy. Because I was older end by then, it was my second whack of Borstal. I was T-Boy. I loved the job, it was a good job. Mr. Mac was me housemaster, and there was another Mac, so there were two Macs. And they were both big, so there were big Macs and little Macs. But even little Mac were big. So anyway, Ansel Ramsey, a lad called Bobo Bice from old Pip Petrini. Yeah, that's it. Pip Petrini. I'm just trying to remember a few more lads. And what they'd done, they'd plotted to bust out a kitchen through bars. And what they did, they started sneaking down to the kitchen and cutting through bars while they were making suppers. So anyway, when it's sort of getting towards supper time, a couple more lads slipped in and they swapped and kept cutting through the bars. By the time bars were cut through, all six lads were in the kitchen. So they all went out through the kitchen. They'd got about an hour and a half before Scrooge had bang everybody up and noticed them missing. They broke into Carp's One wood yard next to Carp's One workshop. They went to, they got two, I believe they were goalposts and a lump of wood. Broke through onto the roof and went from the roof to the top of the wall and shimmed across it. Then when they were all sat on top of the wall like pigeons, they lowered it down the other side and hung on the wall and dropped down and all slammed on it and slid down. One or two of them did their ankles in and got caught more or less straight away. But Ansel Ramsey, he got away. He got to Sheffield and went to see his missus having young. And then I believe he got his sent back up. So I'd like to say big respect to Ansel Ramsey, because he was a great lad and he did actually get away. And I believe that because those six went out all at the same time, it is actually one of the biggest breaks where they've gone at the same time, all of them. And big respect to Celine, Andy, Robert, Sue. No sound? No sound? What's happening here, guys? Is there any sound now? No sound? Oh God, Mickey Mouse, I don't know what's happening, mate. Hello? Can anybody hear me? Hello? Let me just sort it out. I am trying. Oh my God. Do you know something? I feel like I'm not good for this. I don't know. Oh my God, I think I've sussed why. Just hold, bear with me, people. And it should come back on. Bluetooth is on. Let me just check something, people. Disconnected. Oh my God, it's wrong. Well, people, I'm hoping. Has that sorted it out, people? Can somebody just tell me if the sound is back on, please? Yes, it's back on. Oh my God. Wow. I've had all this trouble with sound, and Live Free will be laughing his head off. He will be laughing his head off. And do you know why? It's no good laughing. You had the same trouble, Chris. Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Mrs. Live Free had trouble as well. Same thing with sound, didn't you, Mrs. Live Free? Yeah. We all had trouble with sound. I reckon Live Free's gone to bed. Have you gone to bed, Live Free, or are you still watching me, mate? Well, thank you, Sue, for telling me. If you noticed, look, I haven't got my shades on and I'm still having to look right. Big respect, Mickey Mouse, 1, 2, 3. And it's all coming from me. Big respect, Mark Smith. Lee Ralphpath. Oh my God, I've just twigged on. Big respect, none your business. As you can see, I'm having a lot of trouble with it. And I keep telling people the mask has got naught to do with identity. People know who I am. It's about character. And I actually like wearing one. Police have told me all my life you can't wear a mask and go in that shop. Now they're telling me I can. Now what they're worried about, you see, this is why they're playing up. Because soon as people do this and wear shades, they can't get no retina. That's the only way they can legally say to convict you now, when all the years they've been saying, no, you can't, we can't say convict him, he had a mask on. Yeah, you can see his eyes, but he had a mask on. Now they're going to say, instead of facial recognition, they're using retina. They've got cameras all over the place. They can zoom in and do retina. Well, let's see them get through that, boys. They're not getting through shades, are they, mate? Well, I can see, honest to God, big respect to everybody that has took the trouble. I can't believe how hard it is to make sure when you're trying to read and concentrate on what you're saying, you've got your hand-eye coordination. I'm too old for it to speed up. It's all slowing down and I'm trying to speed it back up. I've sussed out how I've been able to move about better. It's because of these tablets I'm taking. I've been taking more than I should. And I actually noticed that they're making me pretty Gideon. Actually giving me a buzz. And pain were disappearing. And that's where I was actually damaging myself by doing that. I was taking pain away, but when you take pain away, you you don't respect injury. And then you're going to injure yourself even more. So, live free. These earbuds are fantastic, mate. I should have got these years ago, mate. Your Q3s, I just couldn't stand them over my ears. Mate, I got too warm. But Bose, best you can get. I've always stood by Bose. Uh, I won't have bought any other type. It had to be Bose. Nah, I've noticed I have got a fair few more likes. So, big respect to everybody that's took trouble to press like button for me. Thank you very much. I am buzzing. Mickey Mouse. I'm buzzing Mickey Mouse because I've seen you on, mate. And I'm not just saying that. I like your comment on my channel all the time. In fact, I'm seeing a lot of names I recognise. And some, some, I recognise the faces, on the pictures. I know it's not your actual picture, but that's how I'm recognising people with the pictures. I see somebody's picture come up and my eyes are attracted straight to it. And, oh God, I don't know what I've done, but something's happened again. I've got something showing up across. Yeah, well, there was. I need to see that man's name because I can't not mention him. And it's killing me because I can't remember his name. And what it is, people, when you try to remember something and you concentrate that hard. I even wrote it down. I wrote it down and I've moved the paper I wrote it down on. Did I write it down on here? No. No, it's not. It's not the glasses that I can't see. Because that's no better. But I did write it down, so I've just got to find what I wrote it down on. You see what I mean? I've even got letters here I ain't even opened. Oh my God. I've got a fine I've got to sort out. I've got all sorts I've got to sort out. Hang on. It might be on here. Let me just look on here. Well, I'm trying without glasses because people keep thinking it's these and saying actually that it is. No, it wasn't. I've wrote absolute audit on here as well. I can't. No. That was something else. I know what that was for. So it wasn't him. No, I thought it were on here. No, I'm sorry, mate. I'm not going to be able to remember. But I am going to give you a massive shout out when I see you. In fact, you're going to be sick to death of hearing me shout you out, mate. Because I don't like missing people. It's not on. It's like people keep saying, you sat there on your phone all day now and I never used to touch it. And that's because I have to. Because I have to at least try and get through everybody's comments. I think it's rude that if people have bothered to take the trouble, whether comments good or bad, you should answer it. So I try to. Well, they're no business. Have I put these on my head? I meant to put them on top. I wear them to take the glare off light and to relax my eyes. Respect John Tracy, Gabriel Gray, Sue, none your business, special big none your business, big respect to none your business. And Birmingham Audits, Adam Riley, not today. And I believe I'm catching up. Oh God, I can't pronounce that, mate. How am I supposed to pronounce that name? Bang on, make your good earphones. Oh yeah, sorry, mate. I can't say your name, mate. I was trying to look at your name, and I hadn't read comment because I was trying to. There's no way I can read your name, mate. I'm going to ask somebody, and I am going to mention you again, mate. Believe me. I can't not mention people. But that's just it. All this texting and stuff, it's all new technology for me because I'm whipping top era. I'm proper old school. Well, I've got. Oh, yeah. Well, I think. No, mate. No, I'm not pissed. I wished I were. What it is, mate, it's easier for me to sit here on this bar stool where I can lean on worktop than it is try to sit somewhere comfortable. Because when I lean back, the bar on bottom of the stool sticks into the bottom of my back and it takes pressure off my spine at bottom. And it actually rests my neck because I get a lot of pain here in this part of my neck as well. And that's because seventh vertebrae are damaged now. So from above the fourth to below the seventh, all vertebrae are damaged, unrepairable. Well, I'm going to have to say that I'm going to try some. I'm going to try and write some stories down. I'm going to have to do something like that because whilst I'm concentrating on the text and trying to answer people, I find it too hard to concentrate on what tale I'm on. And because I'm not outside a particular prison, which is normally a reminder for me. If I forget what, I just look and I know where I am and it just comes into my head automatic. And because I don't write note down, Live Free used to tell me to write little notes down and I used to think it was cheating. If it's true, you can remember, but you can't always remember, can you? I get a lot of dates wrong, but not far wrong. They're never far wrong. It's not years we're talking about. Worst jail, I'd say now, at the minute, is between Winson Green and Risley. Risley's full of rats. And not just the two-legged ones, four-legged ones as well. But most nicks are now, that's the trouble with them. It's all about the drugs instead of the crime. They're not proper criminals. I'm saying proper criminals, I mean people that, well, I don't know what I mean by that. I think it was a stupid statement. Shall we say people that do armed robberies or burglaries of that nature, precious metals? I used to like precious metals because that were fast money as well. And a lot of precious metals, you don't have to break in anywhere that's stored outside. A lot of stuff you won't think it were worth out when you look at it. That's where Rocky came in, Rocky Smith. Rocky Smith learned to us untold things about precious metals and where to go for them. And I've seen hundreds of thousands go through that man's hands. He'll make money where there ain't none. And I've always had a lot of respect for him for that. I did mention to him once not to threaten anybody in my house because he threatened somebody. And I'd tell anybody saying, I've done it once or twice. Somebody tried to threaten Sean Newbound in my house. I can't have nobody threatened in my house, it's not on. They'd start feeling threatened, wouldn't they, come into your house? They've got to know that they're safe. What it is, this new career for me, it has given me a new lease of life because I'm out and about, I'm doing things that I'm passionate about. And this new law that they've brought out, this section 69 or 63, whatever it is, where they can charge you with aggravated trespass. They charge you with aggravated trespass on private land. As long as they fence it off like they do at the COVID sites and have a clear way in and clear marked off, do not cross private land and all that, then you can't cross. If you cross and they say, oh, he's threatening us like they did us, they told lies. Shame on you, security, telling lies. I can't understand why them people are working for money that they do, because I recognise some of them faces. And I know they are well-connected people. And I can't understand why they're working for peanuts doing security jobs. I would not do a securities job because they get peanuts. People take piss. We did take piss at that site. We said things we shouldn't have said. But they did attack us as well. If somebody attacks me, I can't help it. It's just natural reaction to defend myself in whatever manner I see fit at the time. And that's what I've believed I've been doing. Liv Freeze pointed out on a number of occasions about my temper, and I'm not a violent person. I can't afford to be now. I used to be, like I said before, but I can't be no more. I'm not capable anymore. I can't move enough to. I haven't got anywhere near the strength that I used to. I haven't even got the energy to be like that anymore. As you get older, your brain does change. Your set pattern of behaviours and everything all change. And what the police and people have been telling me is the authorities will try to remove me from society. They will try to do that two ways. They will put a combination of little offences together and use my criminal record to stick me with a long-term sentence. That's one way I think they're going round it. And two is they'll knock me off. They'll say, look at these videos. Any man that can go from being nice as pie to being so angry in a nano of a second, as deemed unstable. They've heard me out of my own mouth tell them that I'm unstable for years and years. They know I am, because they've never given me any help to sort it out. And that's what I've tried to do. I've watched other people on these channels trying to give people psychological advice. And all I can say to them people is, you shouldn't do it. You're not qualified to. You shouldn't do it. I know. And I probably know more than most in how they analyse you, because, like I say, I was hospital orderly, Army prison. I've watched them do it. They continue to set people up. If they bothered to check information I said about the book, that hospital wing, what the nurse is supposed to write in, and write down exactly what each patient is doing at whatever particular time. Because schizophrenics, depending on what type of schizophrenic, and that can come out in people, anything from a bit of paranoia to full-blown killing prostitutes, like Yorkshire Ripper. And they all have set patterns of behaviour that can't be mimicked. I've even been said, one doctor asked me who was managing my bipolar. I didn't even know what bipolar was. I said to my doctor, how come people are asking me, or the doctors are asking me who's managing my bipolar? What's that all about? So they've said it's when you can go from nicest pie to biting somebody's face off in a nano of a second. They say normal people can't change the mood that fast. The brain can't switch over that quick. Well, I don't know. I'm not qualified to say. I have tried to seek help, but if anybody spoke to a psychologist, they don't actually tell you anything. They don't tell you anything. They just sit there and listen to you going on. So because you don't want to sit there looking a dumpling, same as they are, you just babble on, don't you? And they think you're talking crap. So they say, oh, is this and is that. And half the medications they're giving you to suppress what you're supposed to have create what they're supposed to suppress. If you look in any medical book and look in any medication up you want, and it'll tell you the medication, what it is prescribed for, what are the side effects. And when you look at the side effects, that's same as the symptoms. So they create what they're designed to suppress. Now, can I just ask people, what do they think of this mask? Is it, I don't know, it's not American, is it, that? I don't know what design it's supposed to be. I haven't looked at it properly, to tell the truth. Big respect to Double X. No, Double X Shellfish. Big respect to you, Celine. Not Today, Natty D. John Tracy. public, free to fill. That's really somebody's name. The Gabriel Gray, you seem to say that I haven't got bipolar. So, would you tell me what your description of bipolar, what that is? Because I don't understand why that doctor said to me, who's managing my bipolar. But I've asked other doctors and they say I've not been diagnosed with bipolar. But the man that asked me was a consultant. So why would he say that? I just don't know myself. Nobody's actually diagnosed me with anything apart from chronic anxiety with panic attacks and all the spinal cord damage. All the spinal cord damage, anybody wanted to say I'm talking bollocks, you're going to look so stupid when I can get this uploaded. It's the images of the MRI. And anybody that loads this, I don't know if when I've loaded it up that you can zoom in and twist it or what. Because that's, if you put that on a computer to view it, that is actually the medical one. So I should imagine you can, yeah? And zoom in on all damage and that. That can't be disputed, mate. That's an MRI. That can't be disputed. All them pricks that keep saying I'm talking bollocks, there's no wrong with me. When you've had a load of them pre-gabbling, mate, believe me, you can run a marathon. It's when you come home and you start coming down off them, the trouble starts. So try not to take them. I settle for lesser of both evils. I try to live with a lot of pain because I'm never going to be pain-free ever. I'm not going to live that long anyway, so it don't matter, does it? They've actually told me it's not if, it's when. So, big respect to Society X. Like everybody else says, that I don't need to prove out. And what it is, some of them, some of them trolls know which buttons to press. And there's only so many times you can ignore something. And then it's just natural. I'm not superhuman. I couldn't even work a phone before. But well, Gabriel Gray. So I can't understand if that is the case why you would be saying I don't have bipolar, because the symptoms you're characterising in your description, I actually suffer from. I have had long-term depression for 50 years, at least 50 years. Well, going right back to approved school. You can't get beat to death as a boy by an 8th Dan judo champion, 16 stone, when you're less than 5 foot 8 stone wet through. Even if you think you're 20, man, you cannot take beatings off a man like that and it not disturb you. And, because it does. I still have the nightmares. You can't tell me it doesn't disturb you, because it does. Everybody that's been through them approved schools are disturbed, believe me. Some of them have had help. I never have. And well, Mr. Smith, I wish I would be, mate. I really do. I'd be proper superhuman then, wouldn't I? 100 and odd year old, wouldn't I, mate? If I lived that long. There's no chance it'd be a fine thing, mate. I even, when they told me that it were lights out, you can't operate no more, and all I can do is manage pain. So basically, they're telling me I've got to be a smackhead because there ain't no else that'll be any good. It's got to be opium patches, and I don't want to do that. I've already refused them. I put up with a lot of pain, and I use painkillers to take the edge off. So even if I just taken a bit more at edge off, an extra couple of tablets before I go out, usually does it. And then I can run about like a greyhound to get through the day, but I'm still walking like a Pelham puppet. And I have to walk faster than normal because it actually breaks up the wobbliness. And that's how I describe myself when I've looked at videos that Marty and Chris have took of me front back. And I actually walk like a Pelham puppet. Well, I'm not going to go on and do everybody's head in. Some will say that I've already done that, but I don't give a toss what they think. So I'm going to say, without further ado, respect to all of you. Thank you for bothering to come on and comment. Big respect to everybody. And once again, especially None Your Business, Live Free, Marty Blagra, Sherlock Jones, Youthful Transparency, respect to you all. There's far too many to be mentioning, so anybody that I've missed, I'm sorry. I'll try to do better. I hope this live has been okay. And anybody I've missed, I'll say once again, I'm sorry. Respect to everybody. Good night. God bless. And, well, I'll take that God bless back because I don't believe in God. I believe there is something, but I don't believe in God. And St. Camilla's did that to me. So I'm not going to say sorry. I'm not going to say sorry for being a non-believer. It's down to you to convince me, not slag me down because I've said it. It's down to you people to convince me that I should come back to the church. But then again, it's which one? I was born C of E, but I've been to more services, shall we say, at Catholic because of St. Camilla's, but I could never be that. Yeah, well, Gabriel Gray, that bipolar description you have given me, it actually fits me to a teammate. And I've just strolled back to read it, and it describes me to a teammate, because that's me. I do have extreme moods. And anybody that knows me will tell you the same. I can be talking in a conversation, and by the time I've finished, people look at me and think, wow. This is why I don't allow people to butt in when I'm trying to tell them something. Because if you let them go away and they've butt in, it's not sunk in what you've said. So shellfish, what it's shellfish? Double X shellfish, double S, X. Be your own God. Well, I wouldn't call myself a God, but I sort of understand what you're saying, and respect to you, and thank you. Society X, that is a proper picture, mate. And I need to find that narrowboat. I've liked it, so it should be on my likes. A narrowboat one, and I saw you. I were watching a narrowboat sail down the River Thames, and you was stood there in a garden, looking at the boat sailing past. I couldn't believe it. I even commented. Well, without further ado, I'll say thank you. I don't know how to turn it off. I'm going to have to ask the boys tomorrow. So I'm just going to have to turn my phone off and hope that does it. So respect to everybody. Good night. God bless. Without the true God anyway. They're not God. Goodbye.